Who is Jack Skellington? Well, he's a skeleton, of course, and he's the Pumpkin King. But he's more than just that. In the film, we are introduced to Halloween Town, a city inhabited by monsters and ghouls. Some people believe that this is the land of the dead, and would say that Jack is just a skeleton because he was killed and then he arrived as a spirit there in Halloween Town. But I think it's far more likely that Halloween Town is a physical manifestation of our own fears, and the spirits we attribute to Halloween itself. It seems at times that there is some supernatural force manipulating the citizens of not only the town, but of the other holiday towns as well. When Jack is feeling melancholy about his role as Pumpkin King, he wanders into the forest, where the Grove of Holidays appear to him. But unlike in the opening of the film, the Halloween tree is missing, nor did Jack walk out of any Halloween door to get there. It's likely the Grove appeared to him, offering to help him find new inspiration in the other holidays. Even when Jack opens up the Christmas Town door, it looks as if he's sucked in through the door by some kind of magic. Zero isn't affected by this at all, as if something is specifically pulling Jack in. This force also seems to give Sally the vision of Jack's Christmas burning up, encouraging her to try and convince Jack to stop his Christmas plans. Many of the citizens of Halloween Town are notable figures in fairy tales and ghost stories, like how Dr. Finkelstein is clearly an imitation of Dr. Frankenstein and Sally is his monster. Oogie-boogie is the traditional boogeyman persona, shown made from a sack that is in his legend where he would stuff children. There are devils and witches everywhere. It's likely that all these beings were created from our understanding of Halloween itself. But Jack just appears as a skeleton, and it may seem odd that something as common as a skeleton could become the so-called Pumpkin King. The title of Pumpkin King is likely not the name of a real ruler, as Jack has no real authority among the other Halloween townspeople, and none of them treat him like royalty. He doesn't even seem to live in a large or extravagant home. It's much more likely that the mayor is the leader of Halloween Town, just like Santa Claus runs Christmas Town. Now, the title Pumpkin King seems to be awarded to the scariest monster in Halloween Town, but why does Jack deserve the title over some other monsters? It's possible someone like Oogie-boogie could have held the title of Pumpkin King before Jack, before he was banished from the rest of the town, likely for breaking Halloween Town rules and killing humans instead of just scaring them. But what if Jack was given the moniker of Pumpkin King after his origin? What if Jack is the fabled Headless Horseman? In the opening of the film, we see Jack wearing the Scarecrow Guard, with a pumpkin on top before setting himself on fire and diving into the fountain. What if Jack is just reliving one of his personas? He even shows how he can take off his head to recite Shakespearean quotations. The original Headless Horseman tale has different iterations, but he's often known to be holding a jack-o'-lantern to represent his head, thus the pumpkin. Now, Jack isn't exactly headless, like the horseman from the story in Sleepy Hollow, but the legend of the Headless Horseman has been around since the Middle Ages, and over the years Jack may have had many incarnations, but he could still be well known in our world as the famed horseman. We've seen that the world of Halloween Town and our world are directly connected to one another, as Jack is able to travel through the mausoleum after he is shot down from his sleigh. It's likely that the citizens of Halloween Town can travel to our world through any place we deem spooky, under the bed, in a haunted forest, or inside the closet. So it's likely Jack would have made many visits to our world. And it's likely, as the film opens, it's Halloween night, and the celebration they are having is the final festival after all the monsters have returned from their Halloween scaring in our world. We never see the denizens of the town try and scare each other, so it would be strange that they work so hard to be scary. They hold Jack's scaring in the highest regard.
That's our job.
But we're not mean in our town of Halloween.
The world of Halloween Town and all the other holiday lands have many mysteries surrounding them, so it's hard to say for sure. But I think we will always hold the Pumpkin King with the admiration he deserves. After all, who doesn't like a good scare?
That will really make them scream, and by God, I'm really going to give it all my might! Uh-oh. I hope there's still time to set things right.
If you enjoyed this episode of Pizza Slice Pop Culture, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe for more videos from your favorite pop culture channel, Co-optimistic.